Hey guys, Punk Plays here. I just want to talk to you today about the worst gaming setup in the world, and that is mine. I want to make it clear that I am not a PC gamer at all. I play games whenever I can. PC games have never really been kind of the height for me. So I have to say I do have the worst equipment ever. Possibly. I mean, there might be ones worse out there, but I want to kind of discuss it today and show you kind of how my systems work, what I do to edit my videos, and yeah, there you can judge for yourself. You might leave a comment below and say, you know what, that's not so bad. Or you could say, that is absolutely awful. Jord, you need to give this shit up right now. So, let's go straight into it. First things first, I want to mention the headphones that we use. Now, I don't know if you've ever read the descriptions in any of my videos, but what I use are my daughter's Peppa Pig headphones. And I'm serious. And, you know, actually, they're not that bad. I'll show you. Wait, ready? Here we are. So, state-of-the-art Peppa Pig headphones. I'm serious. And you know what? When I first put these on and I tried them out, I thought, man, that's actually pretty good. And I was surprised. And considering they only cost £15 from B&M Bargains, they're actually pretty good. And I recommend them. They're not Beats or whatever the hell people use these days, but they get the job done. And I'm actually very happy with them. And I don't plan on upgrading anytime soon, unless I get like 1 million Patreon supporters that kind of say, George, just upgrade your equipment because you're never going to get anywhere with that. So, Peppa Pig headphones, that's it. Now, next thing is the desktop. Now, I don't have some kind of Alienware £20,000 setup or anything like that. I have a iMac, a desktop iMac, and now I know a lot of people are going to be booing now. People are going to be like, no, you can't play games on a Mac. And you know what? I do agree. I fucking agree. You cannot play games on a Mac. Most of the games you get from the App Store, and they are shit. So, emulating on a Mac is not easy at all. You can't map controls as well, as you may have noticed in all of my videos where I can't find the fucking circle button on a keyboard. But that might just be my IT being shit. So, yes, I do have a desktop iMac, 2006. It's laggy, it's slow, it's outdated. I'm pretty sure it's like 3 versions behind or something like that. So yeah, I use an iMac, and I don't recommend it at all. Anybody who wants to get into gaming, PC things, just get a PC. Do not get an iMac. Apple, they'll rip you off. They'll suck the life out of you, so just don't do that. So yeah, iMac. And I will upgrade one day. I will upgrade. I'm making it a promise that one day, 5 years from now, if I'm still doing this, then I want to have a huge 3 or 4 monitors, Alienware, thing like that. But at the minute, I am using an iMac, and that's that. So next thing I want to go on to is the editing software. Now, I use Camtasia Studio, and it's okay. It's not bad. Camtasia Studio 8, maybe, or 9. Very good. But I am using Camtasia 2, the one that came out probably about 10 years ago. Now, I know you're probably thinking, how are you still using that? Like, that's probably been updated a long time ago. Well, yeah, technically it did, but I don't know if I can really say this here, but basically I'm still using the trial version of it, where you get 30 days for free, and that's very good. It's a very good thing. A lot of the, things you can't do with it, there's a lot of like tools that are unavailable and things like that, but you can make a video with it. The only problem is it's very laggy. So my iMac mixed with the Camtasia Studio, which is 7 versions out of date, it sometimes takes an hour or 2 to do something that should take 5 minutes. So if I want to pause, then sometimes I could be smashing the shit out of that spacebar, and to be honest, it can take about 10 minutes just to pause the video. Now, I don't know if I should do a factory reset and things like that, and I probably should eventually, but I have so much stuff on this Mac, so many games, and so much things that I want to get done, and I don't want to risk losing it all. So I'm kind of biting the bullet. So sometimes when I'm making a 15-minute video, it should take me about 10 minutes, but it doesn't, and it's very frustrating, to be honest. And I've worked as a full-time editor for 8-9 years now. I'm used to using some of the best ones out there, Final Cut Pro, Adobe, but at home I don't have that kind of stuff. I have Camtasia Studio 2. So videos can take a long time and it's very frustrating, but it's nice to see the end product, so I'm very happy about that. So yeah, Camtasia Studio on an iMac. Not perfect, but it'll do. Lastly, the recording device that I'm using right now. No, it's not like a fancy Canon or like Nikon, Fuji, whatever. It's a phone. It's a phone. I am using my wife's old phone, not ex-wife. My wife's old phone, which is a Samsung Galaxy S8. That is it. So there's no like fancy kind of perfect things. The microphone as well. When I'm recording games, I record it from both the built-in microphone and I use it from the phone as well. And I choose whichever audio sounds better when I'm coming to editing. And it's usually coming from the phone. So I would usually mute the built-in microphone and I would sync up kind of things, the audio with, you know, my mouth and stuff like that. And I would make the edit from there. So that's kind of all I would use. So I use a Samsung Galaxy S8, I use a desktop 2006 iMac, I use Camtasia Studio 2, and that's it basically, and my Peppa Pig headphones of course. So that is probably the worst setup ever. You could probably pick up this iMac now for about, I don't know, £200 maybe. I bought it for £1,000 about 10 years ago, and yeah, £200 now. The Peppa Pig headphones, the Camtasia trial, the phone, things like that. You can use your own phone. My equipment probably comes up to about £300 in total. Now there's probably things that are a bit worse out there, but so far that's probably the worst I've seen. A lot of people have tried to convince me and say, Jord, you need to get these really fancy things, and like, I say, okay, that's fine. Just give me a list of things that I need and I will look into it. And they say, okay, well, you know, first of all, you need like a nice processor and, you know, get all this kind of like all these built-in like memory and just, I was like, okay, so how much is like each piece? And they was like, oh, well, you know, the first part, that'll be about, you know, only £70-80. And I'm thinking, I don't have £70-80. And as much as I do love gaming and I really do want to build on it, I don't have the money to be building a separate PC. And to be honest, if this YouTube channel ever does kind of make, you know, it becomes like a little bit successful, you know, that's like fingers crossed, then I would like to look into building on that. I'd like to get the bigger equipment and, you know, make more like high quality videos rather than using this crappy software. But who knows? I mean, that might happen. It might not. I mean, I might end up giving this up in about a year's time, but I'd like to stick with it. I do a lot of writing for vocal media. I do a lot of gaming articles. I write books as well. I do the Urban Exploration, which is the other channel, which you can go and visit, called Cavenery. We don't use that as much these days, but I do want to get back into it. But anyway, going back to the software and things like that, that is it. That is the equipment that I use, and it's not perfect, but it does. It does the job, and that's fine. That's all I need to do, and all I need to worry about. And as long as I'm able to upload something every now and then that's fine. And as long as it's not like a tiny little box and it's like grainy and like just a mosaic block, then I'm fine. So that's it. That is what Punk Plays is all about. That's what I use. It's not great. That's it. So let me know in the comments below, and that'd be great. If you could support me on Patreon as well, then that would be amazing. I do hold monthly giveaways for Funko Pops, chocolate hampers, and sweets, and just things like that to all my supporters. At the minute, there's only 7 people, or 8 patrons. So your chances are 1 in 8 of winning, and I hold them once or twice a month. The more support I get, the more I can hold. I can do 2, 3, 4, whatever a month, which would be great. So I'm going to leave in the link below. If you could support anything from $1 or up, that is perfect, and I appreciate everything you guys do for me. So that's it now, and yeah, well, I'll see you in the next video. So bye for now.